Alright, hello there guys, this is Kingdom. I am bringing you a live cast of a Dota 2 clan war. This is the playoffs for Dota 2 Arena. It's run by TNPgaming.com. You should go check it out at TNPgaming.com because you can also get in on the next season that should be starting soon.
Radiant team ban.
This is RRC versus FMR. This is the winner bracket final. This is the best of 3 game. Game 1 coming at you right now. I will be casting games 2 and 3 if it happens. Now, I was also supposed to have a co-caster with me. It kind of was accidental that I didn't. He was ready, he was in position, and then he realized that the laptop he was going to be casting from hadn't had a Dota 2 update in like 2 months. So, he's furiously downloading an update while we wait for the second game. He should patch in pretty soon, so it'll be fun. He'll be around. So these two teams have obviously come the furthest through this tournament to get to the winner bracket final. It's definitely going to be a pretty exciting game. So far, we see from other Rusher banning out the Darkseer and the Batrider. Batrider is very strong as of the new patch. He's definitely seen a lot of play. TA is the next ban out. And I was just about to say this actually because Batrider is seen as a solo mid counter to TA, who before this patch was just dominant in the mid lane. There wasn't really any heroes who could really shut her down in that mid lane. You just had to rely on ganks and hope she didn't rape your line. Rubik's going to be first pick here, and I really do think he's worth it. Very, very strong hero. Even with the Tide banned out, you still have, obviously one reason you pick the Rubik is to steal big team spells like your Ravage, like your, I don't know, Flaming Lasso, Black Hole, those kinds of spells. Shakira picked up, alright. So he's actually also seen a lot. I've never seen him first picked before, though. I like it. I think he deserves it. But we will, we'll see. See what's going on here. See what their second pick is. He's a very useful hero. He's got good stun. He's got good laning presence. He's got an excellent damage ult, provided you can get some AoE lockdown. And he's also very useful in a pushing strategy because of his liquid fire. Not only because it does damage to towers, but also because it pushes creep waves very quickly. So, I think it's a very good skill, especially with the AoE radius buff. It's great. Leshrac, okay, so they've actually got a very good pushing lineup, an early pushing lineup at that, as long as so you get a max Edict, max Liquid Fire, and Jakiro and Leshrac can push down your towers faster than any carry can get farmed up. We saw it happen in the first game of this tournament with UTP versus SS, who, unfortunately, SS is still in the tournament. They'll be playing later on this evening. UTP, unfortunately, got eliminated.
10 seconds remaining.
We will see. Alright, waiting for some more picks from other Russia. They haven't really revealed any of their strategy yet. Rubik, of course, very versatile. He can play solo mid. He can play the support role. So we'll have to wait and see. That's what they want to do here. They can still go for a hard carry, even though RRC have been look like they're going for a more pushing oriented lineup. Yeah, so they will go for the anti-mage here. And this, of course, has been the hero completely. Anti-Mage has been the carry that's been defining this tournament. As you saw on Wednesday, there were 2 seriously strong Anti-Mage games played where he just carried and there was no one who could keep up with him. And Chen is the second pick up here, so you'll have your jungler. Disruptor, okay. I like the Disruptor against the Anti-Mage because Anti-Mage blinks in, you just send him right back out. And then he's like, okay, now what? It's not as, like, once he's farmed, it's not as great. Also, the silence prevents him from breaking out. I do like the Disruptor pick. But this also means that Rabid Raccoons have not picked any of their, I want to call, like, strong carry heroes. Leshrac can definitely fill that role. But they don't really have a solo mid yet. They also don't really have a true carry or even a semi-carry yet beyond the Leshrac. There's no right-click heroes. I do want to see a right-click hero because your spell damage isn't going to do you very much against an anti-mage. You need first lockdown, stun duration. You just need to be able to hold him in place, keep him from blinking so that you can kill him. And then the second thing you need is right-click damage. Because of his spell shield, an extra 50% magic resistance. By the way, that doesn't stack with your heroes innately have 25% magic resistance, so that 50 doesn't make it 75. It makes it it's multiplicatively, so it actually comes out as 37.5% magic resistance. Shadow Fiend ban coming from Rabid Raccoon. That's interesting. I don't. Okay. as well as a Faceless Void, Queen of Pain, banned by FMR. Those are two semi-carry heroes. Invoker's the next ban out.
Radiant team
So
banned.
RRC banning out solo mid heroes, although I could definitely see Rubik be going solo mid already for them. He could be doing a lane support, but with an anti-mage you want a more defensive laning support, someone like a Lich, or that's really the only defensive one coming to mind, and who also has laning presence. Rubik has a laning presence, but he also pushes the lane with his Fade Bolt, and when you're trying to play an anti-mage at all costs, you want to keep the creep wave as close to your tower as possible. And there's the Chaos Knight ban, so it does look like FMR definitely expects Rabbit Raccoons to pick up a carry at some point. They've been banning out carries. I'm kind of curious about what Rabbit Raccoons wants to run. They might want to run a Phantom Lancer. He's definitely got the carry potential to shut down an anti-mage. Phantom Lancer with the Diffusal Blade can burn mana faster than an anti-mage can. No question. And also he's got a lot more of a global presence with his massive illusions. So that's a possibility. FMR does not yet have big AoE. And Shadow Fiend, of course, is a counter to PL, but not like the first counter that pops into my mind. Any hero with good AoE, like Alina is really good. Chikiro's already really good against Phantom Lancer. And any other hero like that with just a good standard low cooldown AoE nuke. Death Prophet's another one. Just clear out illusions as quickly as you can because they take extra damage. So reserve time here.
I am Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman, okay. So that's going to give them some anti-push Bounty Hunter. Alright, see, that's something I expected. Liper, of course, is the most obvious Bounty Hunter player. He's probably the best Bounty Hunter player in this TNP League. He's done a very good job. He's played a solo mid Bounty Hunter multiple games, done very well. Long lane Bounty Hunter. It's definitely, like, I would call that his characteristic hero, his trademark hero. He does a very good job with it, so I really can't blame him. when we play RRC as a team, we typically ban him out against Liper. FMR. Okay, I was gonna say I thought they still had reserve time. I was saying 5 seconds remaining. All right, never mind then. I was gonna say, wow, they almost ran out of time and picked a random hero, but no, they've got the time. They can make this work pretty well. Go ahead and do this really quickly. Peer offline so that I don't get those notifications keep popping back up. Waiting for the next pickup here. Last pick for FMR. I guess they need a long lane hero is what I would expect. I don't think they would go for an aggressive tri-lane. Chen typically doesn't go into the offensive jungle. He typically goes defensive jungle. And then you've got your Shadow Shaman, either solo mid or your Rubik in lane with the anti-mage to help him out in the laning. And FMR are really thinking about this pick, taking all of the full minute that they had, discussing what they want to do. Like, I guess they could just go with like a Windrunner on the long lane, a Puck also would give them. No, they're gonna go all out Lone Druid, so they're gonna have it. That also definitely was at random. They had a couple seconds left, so they're going for the Lone Druid anti-mage. That's that's aggressively late game, kind of kicking off around the 20-30 minute mark is when that team's gonna be really strong. What I'm worried about is Rubik Chen and Shadow Shaman. While they are good counter push, they are not the best mid-game heroes. Like, Anti-Mage needs time to farm, and so does Lone Druid, and they need protected farm, because early game, whereas Anti-Mage is alright with its blink, Lone Druid's pretty easily killable. And Anti-Mage, really, you can lock him down pretty easily, especially if RRC pick up a hero like a Lion or an Earthshaker or something like that, who's got a very, very strong stun and lockdown capability. I think that's really what they ought to pick up. I mean, they could go for something more aggressive like a Tiny, I guess, but they really need the stun. Maybe a Dragon Knight also would work out very well with their lineup. I would say he's pretty tanky. He wouldn't die to the Anti-Mage or the Lone Druid, and he would also give them counter push as well as some push to help win the early game, because it does look like Rabbit Raccoons are focusing on a more early mid-game. Bounty Hunter, once he gets his level 6, will get them a bunch of gold, help them make up farm if they don't farm quite as well as FMR early game. I think it should be a good game. It should work out pretty well. I'm just waiting for this last pick, seeing what they pick. I really think stun is the best way to go. You can never go wrong picking a stun. Weaver, no. So they're going to farm also. So this game looks like it will be a longer sort of game. Alright. Okay, so you probably send the Weaver long lane then. Tri-lane with the Leshrac, Disruptor, and Jakiros in the Bounty Hunter mid. Or something like that, whereas you're going to see Baroya long lane on the Lone Druid here. Okay. Yeah, that's making sense. Lanes are making sense to me now. I don't know. Weaver against the Anti-Mage will not be able to get any farm, whereas, you know, you can send a Bounty Hunter or a Clinks long lane and they don't get too much farm, but they'll be able to do at least something. Weaver needs that Radiance quickly to really have the kind of impact you want him to have on a game, so I'm really not sure that I'm liking this pick, but I'm willing to see. I'm liking the picks as a whole, and I'm looking forward to casting this game. So, alright, here we go. Let's do this. Go ahead and introduce the teams. Baroya will be on that Lone Druid. I'm expecting him to go long lane. Drill on the Rubik. Chinchalax on the farming Anti-Mage. Got G on the Shadow Shaman, and Dark Suo on the Chen. I've not seen Dark Suo's Chen yet. I'm kind of excited to check it out. We'll see how it goes down. Alright, on the Dire squad, we've got Bibimala on the Disruptor, Not Jack on the Weaver. I think he'll be going long lane, taking Shikuchi first, although I don't really know what else you take first on a Weaver. Anime Sex God on the Leshrac, Saluna playing the Jakiro, and of course Liper on his trademark solo mid Bounty Hunter. Oh, okay, so we're actually going to have an aggressive tri-lane coming from the Radiant. Okay, I see that. I like this now. This makes a lot more sense. It's not the... I guess it is a... Yeah, you can probably get some kills with this tri-lane. I think it would have been better with something like a Chaos Knight or something like that, besides a Leshrac taking the farm. Because while Leshrac is able to farm fairly well, and he is definitely good early game getting kills, he's not the kind of person who I really want to see getting all those kills. So I think they will also have a good time in this tri-lane. They will be able to get some kills against the Chen, who will be mostly alone in the jungle if he wants to get any sort of farm, whereas Chinchalax and I guess the Shadow Shaman will be playing that support, not the Rubik. Rubik will be solo mid. Alright. So, alright, this will work out. Tri-lane, we're going to see tri-lane versus tri-lane, which is always exciting. It's aggressive tri-lane now. And it's really, unlike a lot of other tri-lanes, this isn't an all your eggs in one basket tri-lane. And if some tri-lanes, like a Chaos Knight, if you put a Chaos Knight in an aggressive tri-lane, you have to get kills or else your Chaos Knight is not going to do very well in the mid-game. Whereas Leshrac, even if he doesn't get a bunch of levels from killing, all he needs is a couple points into Edict and he can push towers. It's really all he needs. Rune's going to be top. It will be picked up by the Bounty Hunter. Illusion Rune should help him get a bit of a head start in this lane against the Rubik, who should have an easy time. I mean, Rubik will be able to get a fair amount of farm and last hits, whereas the Bounty Hunter won't be able to. However, this Bounty Hunter is going to get levels. There's nothing Rubik's going to be able to do to kill him outright. Alright, Dire Tri-Lane are going very aggressive. They're coming in here, blocking off the camp first. I'm pretty sure that word blocks off this camp. And then we're just going to see some harass immediately going against that Anti-Mage, who's going to have to back off. He is not skilled yet. None of them have skilled yet, whereas all of the Dire squad have skilled. You have your Ice Path on the Jakiro. Don't have a skill yet on the Disruptor. Alright, so this is where all the action is going to be. I'm going to be watching this tri-lane. I mean, your Weaver versus your Lone Druid, that's not going to be very interesting. No kills are going to happen there. Liper's going to do alright. He won't have the best time, but he's not going to die. He can just go and Viz. Actually, he took Janata first. That's kind of surprising. Alright, whatever. Tri-lane versus tri-lane. This is where the action is. This is what you guys want to see, I'm sure. We'll be seeing Chen rotating around. I don't think, though, even with Chen coming in here, all he's got is... he took Test of Faith first. He did not take... So we're seeing Chen played as a lane support and not as a jungler, or maybe he misclicked, I don't know, but he's coming in here with just a nuke. Not even the slow, just the nuke. I don't think that's going to work out. Like, yeah, he can right-click and harass a little bit, but you're not going to... You're really... all this Dire squad has to do is rotate around and get an Ice Path off on him, and it's going to mean he's dead. I mean, I really don't think that this is the best option. You should just have your Chen over jungling. Your Dire tri-lane is probably not going to get a first blood on this anti-mage who's already level 2, and your Shadow Shaman who's level 2. He's got a Disable and an Ether Shock to prevent your first blood attempt. I mean, this is really just a stalemate so far. You've got a Leshrac farming against an anti-mage farming. I don't think that's what Dire planned to happen with this tri-lane. They are shutting down anti-mage's farm. He's only got, like, he's got 4 last hits, and that's not where you want your anti-mage. Bounty Hunter's actually doing very well on this mid lane. He's doing a really good job on his Creequilibrium here, holding the Rubik back. Rubik does only have 6 last hits, whereas Bounty Hunter's all the way up to 11. Next on your farm is, of course, the Lone Druid, who's going to have... Weaver's not going to have enough harass to chase him out of the lane, but both of them should be able to get pretty good farm. Kind of just trading farm here, and I'm really surprised that no one is going aggressive on this tri-lane. I feel like someone should go, and the someone should be the team who has 2 stuns, and by that I mean the Dire. Definitely. They're definitely capable of taking an early fight. I think they should do it. Maybe if they can get the lane to push out a little bit more. I'm not sure. Is Chen gone back to the jungle yet? No, he's sitting in lane. I guess he's just waiting for his level 2. He ought to get it as soon as one of those creeps dies. Nope, didn't quite get that one there. There we go. He's level 2. He should take Holy Persuasion and just go into the jungle. He should not be sitting here in lane sapping experience, because all he's doing is now he's going to go back into the jungle, and now it's 2 level 2 heroes against 3 level 2 heroes. Instead of... No, never mind. He's level 3. Jeez. Anti-mage with the experience. Alright. Nothing's really happening. I feel like there should be something happening. Like, I keep saying it, but really, definitely feel like something should be happening. They're just trading harass back and forth, and they seem pretty content to do it. And now that the Chen is in the jungle, Dire is going to start losing experience very quickly with their 3 heroes in lane like they have. Like, it's not even like a... Oh, there's a stun barely missing the anti-mage. It was close. I think you should throw the Ice Path first. It's kind of easier to hit. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Viper picks up a rune on the mid lane. I'm going to keep an eye on that mini-map, make sure no one goes. Yeah, Viper's actually having a pretty good job. He's got a bottle with an illusion rune. He's invis, does not quite dodge the Fade Bolt there. He's getting a lot of denies, though. He's got 7 denies already. He's fallen a little bit behind in terms of last hits, but he's definitely getting those denies off. And this Weaver is also getting very good farm up top. And your anti-mage isn't. Like, he's really not having a good time down here. He's only got 7 last hits in 5 minutes. And you cannot have an anti-mage doing that. Oh, here we go. There's a start of a stun onto Soluna, but that's not the right choice. 2 stuns go down on the anti-mage. He will be the first to fall. Jakiro getting the first blood there. I like his little icon. That's awesome. He's going to go ahead, and someone's going to pop a Clarity. That's going to be Leshrac. Jakiro might as well. And that first blood means this tri-lane is already doing very well. You're going to have a TP back in from Anti-Mage. You've got Chen in here with a Dark Troll Warlord, the recently voted #1 jungle creep in the game. But now your lane's pushing out. You're not under your tower anymore. And that net's only going to hold someone in place for 1.5 seconds. It's not really going to do enough for you to get a gank against a tri-lane as strong as this one. And yeah, Chen's going to realize that. He's just going to go back into the jungle and jungle up with those skeletons. Which means that I think RRC can go aggressive again. Yeah, this is really working out. And the one thing that you got to notice is that this Animax Hexagon has almost twice as many last hits as this Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is not having a good time. He's doing terribly, in fact. So, wow. Leshrac almost has his mana boots already. He's 2 last hits away from a mana boot. 6 minutes into the game. He's definitely having a good time. Weaver up on the top lane, not having a bad time either. He's up to 21 last hits. RRC winning the farm game and also got first blood right now. And they've got the earlier game lineup. So this game could definitely go their way. Whereas I would say FMR are the clear favorites after watching the league. RRC are having an awesome early game here. I really have to give them kudos for how they've played this starting out. This offensive tri-lane has really worked out. They've got the stuns, they've got the damage from the Disruptor, and now Anti-Mage has been really forced back. He's trying to come in and get last hits, but there's so much denying, so much work being done. really, really liking how this tri-lane is being played by the Dire squad. Checking the mid lane, Liper is level 7, so he's got track up. I would expect him to start roaming in the near future. Once, say, he finishes up a tread, he's about 100 gold off. No, 30 gold off from finishing a tread. Maybe a little bit longer if he wants to stay and get the magic stick first. And he's really had a lot better of a time against this Rubik than I thought he would. Rubik's got 1,200 gold of his own, probably saving up for a mana boots himself. Top lane, we see Weaver's got a... He goes for Medallion, so early game damage coming out from him. I think it's a good item for that. He will definitely be able to use that to its full. And he's level 7 already. I mean, Baroya over here is level 8. He's got a little bit of a level advantage here. He's gotten some more denies than the Weaver has. Oh, it's the same amount of denies. Guess he's just in the lane longer. But he's also got... He's just got boots on himself. Boots on the bear. Jack coming in aggressively. If he gets entangled, he could go down here. I don't know why he's going so aggressively. Oh, he's got time lapse. He can pop right back out of it. He doesn't have the mana for a time lapse, though. He's got to be careful. He has got to be careful. He cannot die right now. Might see... Oh, no. Drill, and Liper are both invisible down here. Oh, Liper's going to go top. This could... I guess he could get a kill. Weaver doesn't have much mana, but he's at least got health. He's got a Shikuchi. Doesn't really have a swarm. But if Liper comes in and gets a shot off against Baroya, Baroya doesn't have very much health. Weaver can come in here very quickly. Max move speed. There's your track. Slow down on Baroya. I believe this will be a kill. Yeah, he's going to fall here. Weaver's going to get the kill. Track gold going to him as well, so he's all the way up to... He'll probably be able to get an early Radiance now if he wants it, even after going for the Medallion. Bottom lane, we're seeing a push sort of going against the tower. Not really. Oh, here's a pause. Oh, mouse problems. Alright. It's cool. We can wait. Take a quick look at just the XP chart, the gold chart. What was it? Actually, Radiant was ahead in terms of gold, and I'm going to bet that's because of the Jungle Chen. Until that kill. That kill was worth easily 500 gold, because first of all, you're getting the kill gold as well as the track gold. All that stuff. Experience, I'm going to guess Radiant was ahead right up until that kill. So that kill was actually very big in terms of experience. So that's actually... Whereas I was saying that RRC was having a good time in this early game, you got to keep in mind that there's always a Chen. Oh man, BBML is getting gone on here. He's going to get stunned up. Oh, he's going to drop his kinetic field though. This is going to force the engagement to end. Actually, Leshrac goes back in, but he's got no health now. He's going to eat a tree. BBML also will probably... Oh, he's got a salve. He'll be just fine. Nothing big happened there. Just a very quick little engagement there. Chinchillac's just getting harassed here, nothing big. Some damage over time, holding him back a little bit. Nothing too important, nothing too bad. And Leshrac's going to kind of circle around the back, possibly going in. I think they really do want to go aggressive. But I don't think they need to be that aggressive. All their other lanes are doing well. Liper's gotten a kill. On this mid lane, actually, he's low. Low health, not doing too bad. Spellsteal comes up with Shadow Walk, alright. Not a bad thing to have. Gives your Rubik a little bit more increased ganking potential. Liper may go around and go in for a kill though. Rubik is not very survivable even though he has the invis. Liper's going to try to get the deny here on this mid tower. He will not get it. No, and actually he's going to eat a nuke to the face. Run away. He'll be just fine. Anti-Mage does get 2 kills on the bottom lane though. Sorry about missing those. In fact, Saluna might be in trouble. No, he's going to be fine. Tons of Hodikins getting thrown around here by these Satyr Hellcallers. Chen doing some work on those, man. There's this freeze going in. Liper comes in, but he's going to get held in place. Now he's going to take some damage. Chinchillak wins in. Bounty Hunter will get the last kill on Chen. Now coming forward to try and take out the Shadow Shaman. Track goes down on him. He's got no move speed. Will fall to the Bounty Hunter. That's a double kill on Liper. Glimpse back on the Anti-Mage, but there's nothing to hold him there. He's going to be able to blink out. No. Here's the stun. Dead Anti-Mage. Triple kill for your Bounty Hunter, killing the entire enemy tri-lane. And Soluna just solo health here, salving up, getting away. Will not die to these creeps. Chen trying to micro his way back into that one. In that fight, the Disruptor did go down, but this was definitely a win for the Dire team. Liper just got 1,600 gold there easily, just from that fight, that triple kill right there. Track on all of those. Tons of gold for your Leshrac as well, who's now got 800 gold in the bank. Saluna as well on this support Jakiro now has enough to start his mech. I mean, that was just excellent. That was as well as it could have gone. Granted, in that period of time, you've got your Rubik, who's kind of just farming up the mid lane. Or no, he's really just standing there. Not really last hitting. I don't really know what he's doing. Whatever. And you do have a bear farming up here on the top lane. Granted, your Spirit Bear is going back to base. He's going to farm. He's going to probably pick up an item, I guess. Yeah, he's got 1,000 gold. Is he going to go for a different item than the Radiance? Oh, Disruptor gets a kill on the Shadow Shaman. More action on this bottom lane. Chen's getting chased away. He's going to get hit by a Leshrac stun. Leshrac doing the damage here. Oh, there's an Ice Path. This is a very dead Chen. You've got an Anti-Mage and a Rubik coming in. Anti-Mage blinks in, gets a kill with his ultimate onto the Jakiro, but Chen goes down in the meantime. Now I think the rest of the Dire team should run away if they can make it out. They might not be able to. Oh, here's the TP out. Is there a... Oh, telekinesis just in time. Leshrac will fall here, definitely, yeah. Chen will actually get the last hit with a creep. I don't think that's what wanted to happen, but here comes Liper. He's coming in. There's a low health. No one's really low health. I don't know what he's coming in for. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. Track is down on the Anti-Mage, but Liper's not going to be able to get a kill from that. He's got a haste rune, but I don't think he's going to be able to make much of it. He would have been much better going up top and helping out this Weaver, who just got entangled. Very unluckily. He'll get the kill. Oh, man! But then dies to the creeps. That's just unfortunate. Barely getting that kill there. Both of them dying. I mean, it's going to slow down your Weaver's Radiance if he was going Radiance. No, he just bought an item. He had to have just bought an item. He doesn't have anything, I guess. Is he going for a... I guess he's going for the Ring of Aquila, so he's going for all early game items. Alright, more action on the bottom lane. I'm going to stop talking. Start focusing more on ganks. Alright. So your tri-lane's coming back together. Chen's still out in the jungle. Liper's now farming mid lane. He's going to try to work up to an early BKB. It looks like, yeah. I guess it could be a Desolator also. I'm going to expect a BKB though. Yeah, it's going to be a BKB. Liper's going to get chased. It looks like your Lone Druid has decided to start roaming very early. He's got no items and he's only got 1,200 gold, but he's going to go ahead and start roaming now. Comes to this bottom lane looking to get a kill off maybe. Your Weaver's also roamed to the bottom lane, so you've got 4-on-4 in this bottom lane. Weaver coming in the back. Immediately going onto the Shadow Shaman. There's your... Shadow Shaman drops his wards. Chen heal goes off, keeping Shadow Shaman alive. He will not stay alive, though. There's a stun go down. There's your first kill. Looks like Chen will also go down to the Weaver. Backing up now, maybe? I think your Leshrac's going to get stunned up. He's going to fall to the Lone Druid. Bounty Hunter's in the mix here somewhere. No, he's off in the middle of nowhere. Rubik comes in, so now there's 5 on the bottom lane. Yeah, there's 3 dead, 3 for 2. But in the meantime, your Bounty Hunter was farming the top lane. He's going to rotate towards the bottom. Shadow Shaman respawns, teleports in. Looks like we're going to have a full-scale push here now. Weaver's here. He's got his Wraith Band as well as a Ring of Aquila. He's pretty stacked for an early game hero. He's going to get picked up, some damage done to him. He might die. No, he'll back off. He's got Shikuchi. He's fine. Really low on health. I think you should know. He's got his ultimate, but it's not going to be able to get a kill. Oh, Bounty Hunter jumps in, gets a kill with a double damage rune. Leshrac comes in doing a ton of damage. Looks like Rubik might fall here. He's going to back off. Yeah, Bounty Hunter will get that kill there. Weaver running. He's taking tons of damage, but no, he's not going to die. Glimpsed back is the Anti-Mage. He's going to get stunned up. He's going to fall. 4 kills, almost a team wipe. Chen is the only one not dead, and that's because he wasn't alive at the time. 4 down. Wow, huge team fight. Weaver, man. Weaver just barely surviving that. He was like... At the time, at the end of the fight, he was probably only with 30 health. Push is now going to go to the bottom lane. I don't think this tower is long for life with the Leshrac as well as a Jakiro coming through here, pushing down this tower. Jakiro's left only 1 point into Liquid Fire. I would have liked him to put more points into that, considering he's going for an early game pushing build. On your support Jakiro, I think your Dual Breath is just a little bit too mana cost heavy. Alright, Dire are going to back off. Oh no, Jakiro's going to get picked off, have his spell stolen. That was probably the... No, Ice Path. That's going to get used against him. Yeah, Saluna's going to die here. Unlucky on his part. Just weren't able to back up quickly enough. But tower... So, towers, in terms of towers, your Radiant side is definitely having the advantage here, and I think that's going to play against Dire to a very high degree. Oh man, Broya could be in trouble here. These two guys are diving. He's going to try to convert to his melee form to get up some HP, but too much burst damage. Your minus armor coming from the Medallion of Courage, as well as your Bounty Hunter burst. And Bounty Hunter has a 16-minute BKB phase poor man shield. He is farmed as hell. Yeah, wow. He's definitely going to have his way with all of these team fights. He just doesn't care. Oh, he gets picked up before he can turn on his BKB. He might care in a second. No, he's just going to turn it on and go in. He's taking a tons of damage, though. Chen's not even going to die. Chen is going to pop his heal. Viper's going to get away just fine, though. There's no C in Viz. That's a little unfortunate. G tries and goes in, but he's got a Sentry Ward. He has to actually be careful. He pops the Sentry Ward, and there it is, but... oh, no! Unlucky. Liper tries to go back in, but there's too much there. One Ether Shock cleans them up. Possibly not the best idea there. Counter warding here from the Radiant squad. They're going to take out the Dire Ward. That's going to severely limit RRC's ability to gank. Now, I really think that RRC are not doing the greatest job in terms of pushing towers. They've got a Jakiro, and they've got a Leshrac. You really ought to be able to bring down some towers. Weaver looks like he might be in some trouble. He needs to get out right now. You've got a Chen with a Centaur, and also Rubik coming in. Yeah, Weaver's going to try and get out. Oh, jumps in. That was actually a really good move there. Yeah, he's going to get out just fine. That was very well played by Nutjack. Tricked the Rubik into looking there, jumped back out, and then TP'd away. Definitely got away for free on that one. He almost took the tower too. Tower is low, so that tower will probably fall in the near future. We're seeing 4 Dire Heroes rotates towards the bottom, looking to get another kill against this Anti-Mage who does not have a Battle Fury 18 minutes into the game. He's not going to have farm here. Liper comes in very aggressively. He's got the BKB, turns it on. Here comes the Weaver in the back. Keep in mind, he doesn't have an ultimate. There's a ton of stuff happening here. We do not see the... oh no, Weaver looks like he's going to fall here. Yeah, he will fall to the Anti-Mage ultimate. In the meantime, though, it looks like your Rubik will fall. Here's your Static Storm coming from the... yeah, okay. Anti-Mage barely gets out there. TP's out in the jungle. Not enough to bring him down, but that's 2 dead. Your Anti-Mage TPing out. Granted, you lose your Weaver, but he's like a mid-game Weaver. He's not a hard-farming Weaver. I haven't seen Weaver play this way before. He's being pretty effective. This Medallion, he's able to do a lot of damage with his Germinate attack, and he's got a fair right-click already. 110 damage per attack with -6 armor. That's pretty good. Now, granted, your Lone Druid in that period of time pushed down your top tower. And let's see what kind of farm he's got. He's got 1,500 gold. Looks like he will be going for that Mjolnir instead of the Radiance. And it's a good pushing item as well, but it's not quite as effective as the Radiance, but he's not going to get a Radiance suit enough. So I do think this is the right item choice. Leper coming into the mid-game, and this could be... no, Chinchalax won't die here. He'll just get harassed down a little bit. Just some damage and a track. Nothing too exciting. So with that tier 1 down, look to see Leshrac and Jakiro roaming around, trying to get some gank and then straight into a tower push with your Edict damage and your Liquid Fire damage. Tons of burst damage coming out of these guys. We will see 5 Radiant Heroes in the mid lane. Broya farming up those Ancients. And your rest of them just chilling on this mid lane. Looks like they want to go ahead and get a full push off into this mid lane. I think it's a good idea. They also check out this warding here by these guys. They're doing a really good job of preventing the counter wards. This guy here and this guy here are pretty much uncounter wardable. This ward, which catches most of the bottom rune spots, will not be seen. Liper was just seen by the Radiant, so they know he's coming with a double damager, and they're probably going to back off. No, they're actually going to go aggressive, try and catch him. He's invisible, and I don't think... someone's got a dust. There's a ward, but he's long gone. He's long gone. Yeah, he sees him coming too with this ward here. Oh no, did they see that ward? They just pinged it. Maybe they don't... I guess they were just pinging it for something else. Liper's going to go bottom, see if he can catch Anti-Mage with his double damager, and he might be able to with the track Bosmus movement speed. That could go pretty well. He was just seen. Anti-Mage is just going to blink out. Is he going to try and TP away? Liper will be able to prevent that. Yeah, no, he's just not going to catch vision of him. Alright. Unfortunate. Liper, that gank didn't really work out. He's going to buy a TP scroll, and he's just going to go straight to farming. Didn't get to use double damager, and that is a pity. he will get some farm up. Did he get another item? I don't see anything on the courier. Quick item check here while it's kind of a stalemate mid. We see... Alright, so we are about 200 gold away from a Battle Fury. 21-minute Battle Fury, not bad. I mean, he had a terrible lane. It is good that he got it up, but it's not going to do as much as like a 14-minute Battle Fury. Your Lone Druid does have a Maelstrom on his bear. You've got going for a Lincoln Sphere next on this Weaver that's going to block Penitence, Test of Faith, Rubik's Lift, Fade Bolt. It's going to block all of your Shadow Shot spells as well as Anti-Mage's Ultimate. It's going to be a great pickup on him, and will continue to be good throughout the rest of the game. Liper already has a Yasha. Probably going... I don't know if he'll go for SNY or Manta style. I think after the cost buff, SNY is much more viable. Will not receive much play, but I still think it's a viable pick. And you've got most of your mechanism up on the Disruptor. Seeing, I think, a Sentry... excuse me. Wrong worm there. He has a Sentry, but I was actually talking about the... Alright, Weaver's getting ganked? No, he's not. He's just chilling. Doing some damage to the bear. And then, is anything going to happen? I feel like something should happen. Something should be happening. Looks like there's going to be a mid push. 4-on-4. Liper's going to get caught out. He's going to take a lot of damage. Possibly go down. He's going to pop his BKB. But here comes the Static Storm hitting everyone. Not enough, though, to bring anyone down. People are going to get caught out. Bounty Hunter is just going to annihilate that guy. Poor Shadow Shaman. He's just food right now. And with that, I think RRC, Rabbit Raccoons, can keep pushing here. They've got the Shadow Shaman down without getting his ultimate off. You've got some damage. You're going to try and stun Leshrac? No. Oh, just throwing down the stolen stun there from the Jakiro. Rubik will get sent back, and in fact, Leshrac's going to die. He drove way too far there. No one else is going to die, I don't think. Nothing too bad going so far. We will see here. Liper's going to come in, pick off the Chen here in the mid lane. Yeah, Chen's going to fall right now. And all this meantime, where these kills have been going down in the mid lane, Weaver's just been kind of pushing top by himself and farming as well. He's only about, I want to say, 1,700 gold off of a Lincoln Sphere. Getting very good farm despite not spending a lot of time farming and only having 100 left at this point in the game. But this is, it's a new way to play Weaver. I didn't expect. I mean, he's kind of going for a ganking Simic carry Weaver in the mid game, and then just went back to farming now after RRC got back into the game with a couple towers. And really, in the past couple of minutes, they've really made a huge comeback. They've always been heading kills, but they were very behind in towers. They had taken 0 tier 1 towers by the time FMR had taken all of RRC's. But now, after taking those 3 towers and getting a bunch of kills, we see a 5,000 gold lead on the Dire. It's been steadily growing throughout here, and also a good 4,000 experience league, so they're definitely in control right now. And whereas normally I would say the pressure is on them to end because there's an anti-mage Lone Druid on the enemy team, Lone Druid has nothing, man. He's got a Vlad's and a Maelstrom after 25 minutes of farming. Baroya just has not been having a good game. His laning against Weaver was alright, but definitely not the kind of farming you want a Lone Druid to do. Definitely doesn't have anything like a Radiance. Hasn't even finished treads on his main hero. And your Anti-Mage has not had good farm either. He's catching back up now. He's got his Battle Fury. And I would say probably give him in another 10, maybe another 5 minutes of unmolested farm. He'll have a Mana Style. But, I mean, RC aren't going to let him farm. You've got Weaver constantly pressuring you up top, and you really can't gank him. They tried a couple times, wasted 5-man ganks trying to go up and get him. Now Chen's going to go into the lane, but if Chen goes too far, he's just going to be food. Weaver can just pick him off with that medallion. I really can't say enough times how much I like this medallion choice on the Weaver. Considering the ganking that he did early on in the game and the rotating, it's just done so much. First, in combination with your Bounty Hunter, that -6 armor is tons of damage. And then, oh no, Chen might get caught out here by this Weaver. No, not going to go aggressive. He sees the Lone Druid, backs off. But you've got your whole Dire team here looking to go for a mid lane push, and I think they've got the control to do it. You've got your Disruptor ult up, not quite level 2 on that. Your Jakiro ult is also not level 2, but Leshrac is Leshrac also only level 10. Has a point into his ultimate, has a Ghost Scepter to keep from getting damage from this Lone Druid. You're going to see Lone Druid going aggressively against the bounty hunter. That's not going to work out for him. He's going to fall. Hand of God is not enough to save him. Static Storm goes down, keeping the entire Radiant team at back. I heard a glimpse go off. Nothing big happening, though. Another kinetic field, keeping a bunch of people in that Jakiro ultimate. Andy Mage gets 2 kills, picking up the bounty hunter and the Jakiro. 2 dead on each side. Looks like the Dire are going to have to back off here. I don't see Weaver. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's back in the backfield here, picking off the Chen. He will be able to kill this Chen. There goes Chen. He's going to fall. Now it's a 2-on-3. Looks like the Disruptor will fall, but Anti-Mage is low. Weaver could come in here and potentially get a kill. Yeah, he will. Weaver, man, doing tons of work, backing off. If he can get this kill, no, he will not be able to. I don't think. You've got more support coming in. Shadow Shaman's back alive. That's a little bit too much for a 0 HP Weaver to handle. It's a lot of disable. Leshrac is going to continue pushing, though. Lone Druid is back up, though. I don't think they can really take the tower, so wow. Okay, that fight. 3 for 4. All of the carries died except for Weaver, so Weaver made out very well on that fight. He definitely has enough for his Lincoln Sphere now. I'm going to bet you it's on the Courier. Call that one. Woo! Yeah, I'm right. Leshrac's got your level 11 now. Look for him to go for a BKB, I'm guessing right now. Although your Entangled does go through BKB, that bear can only focus one person at a time. And when your Bounty Hunter's attacking, you probably want to focus your... I don't know, who do you focus first? Bounty Hunter or Leshrac? They both do tons of damage and rape your lineup. It's your pick, man. You can disable one of them through BKB. Pick one. For that reason, I kind of anticipate Anti-Mage going for the... I think Anti-Mage picking up a Abysmal Blade would be a good idea. Actually, no, he's going for a BKB. Okay, what does the BKB block? Let's take a look. It blocks some of Leshrac's damage, not very much. It will block your Glimpse and your Silence. It will block all of Jakiro's damage. It will block nothing from Bounty Hunter except Track. No, it doesn't even block Track. It doesn't block Track. I think Track goes through BKB. However, we'll block your Shuriken Toss. And that's really important, guys. And it will not block anything from Weaver. All of Weaver's right-click... By the way, Weaver's level 18, Bounty Hunter's level 17. I'm pretty sure in terms of levels, that puts them way above anything on the... No, okay, Anti-Mage is level 17. He's doing pretty well. He got a couple killing spree streaks, but oh no, he's going to run into Bounty Hunter here in the jungle. Bounty Hunter's going to do some serious damage before Anti-Mage can even blink away. That is one heck of a Shuriken flying all the way down there. Bounty Hunter's just like, no, don't think so, bro. I've got a Mana Style and a BKB after 29 minutes of farm. What do you have? Oh no, actually Bounty Hunter might be in over his head. There goes the Dust, there goes the holding back. He's got a ton of damage, but no, here comes the Mantis Style. He's actually going to turn around, picking up the Shadow Shaman. Chen is here with the mech, though. That Bounty Hunter's going to have to back off. Oh, he's going to get picked up, thrown back, but he's got an Invis. He's fine. Dust has run out, and it's on cooldown now. That really did not go the way Shadow Shaman wanted it to go in the beginning. Shadow Shaman's like, I got this, guys! Stuns! Take him out! Oh, shit! I feel so... Gee, I'm so sorry. That's just not good. That's just not fun. Also with this Medallion choice, I didn't mention it before, Medallion is also great for taking Roshan. He's going to fall very quickly with this -6 armor. He's also... We was just a good right-click here to begin with. You've also got your Edict damage coming out of Leshrac. Very quick Roshan. They'll be able to take it, probably putting it on... I'm not sure whether they're... Looks like they're going to put it on the Weaver, okay. And that's just going to make him so survivable. They're basically going to have to kill him, like, 4 times per team fight. Because they're going to have to get him down once, then he's going to time-lapse, and they're going to kill him again, and then he's going to Aegis. And then by the time they kill him the 3rd time, time-lapse will have cooled down. Is it on Bounty Hunter? Darn it. I hate it when they make me wrong. Whatever. Well, I guess Weaver's kind of more... Oh, no. Sentry Ward catching both Bounty Hunter and Weaver there. It's not that it really matters. These guys are just going to go in. Lifer will get picked up and thrown back. He's not really going to carry. He's just backing off. They're just kind of scaring people back into the base while stuff gets pushed. Now, none of the Tier 2 towers have gone down yet, so this push isn't too dangerous. I really think that... Yeah, here's what they're going to do. They're going to leave Weaver on this bottom lane to push while the rest of the Radiant team goes somewhere else. If your Shadow Shaman was farmed, he could blink in and stun Weaver, but, I mean, if your Shadow Shaman was farmed, right. Yeah, he's got nothing. I'm so sorry.
I feel so bad for you. You're level 9, you've got 739 health against a level 20 bounty hunter, level 18 bounty hunter, who's just about to get a desolator. You're not going to live longer than 30 seconds in a team fight. It's just not going to happen. Looks like the fight's going to go onto the top lane here. Weaver's going to come in the back and meet... Yeah, there you go. Bounty hunter. Gone. Just gone. And your team fight starts. Here pops the BKB from Bounty Hunter. Something got entangled. I don't think it was the real Bounty Hunter. It was actually an illusion. Someone got spell stolen, but other than that, your anti-mage blinks in really aggressively, puts on his BKB, and then runs right back away. Not able to do too much damage. In fact, he's glimpsed back. He's not going to get stunned up. He did a bunch of damage to the Jakiro. Jakiro did die there. So 1 for 1 so far on support's not the worst. Here's a huge static storm catching everyone. Bounty Hunter's getting forced back. He's got no mana. Jakiro's also getting forced away. So not able to do too much. Here's your invisible Rubik running through here. Weaver's going to go aggressive now. He's going to come through, try and pick people off. Looks like your Disruptor will take some damage. Get spell stolen. We'll get kinetic field stolen, I believe. Yeah. Here comes back in. I don't know where Bounty Hunter is. He's just... Where's Bounty Hunter? Oh, he's dead. Oh, Aegis. Got it. Right. Bounty Hunter. Aegis. Cool. Aegis, and then he's going to pop up and get immediately stunned up. Here comes your Weaver back in, though. He's going to do a lot of damage. They got to be careful. Bounty Hunter will make it out alive. Yeah, he will. In fact, he's going to go aggressive. He'll kill the Rubik, but you still got a big angry anti-mage and a big angry bear coming through here. I don't think that there's any way where the Dire are going to come through on this fight. Leshrek's coming back in. Oh, no. She gets killed again. Oh, man. I am so sorry. It just sucks to be him. It really does. Chen's going to fall as well. Sucks to be him also, but not quite as much. Oh, man. Your Weaver's going to get caught out with an entangle. He's getting stunned down, but he's all right. Oh, huge ice path coming in from Jakiro, stunning up. And your Weaver's going to continue to be aggressive. Here comes in the... Glimpse back of the anti-mage. He'll blink back out. Your Bear's stunned up, but he's just so freaking tanky at this point. He's got a Vlad's as well as a cloak. He is not going to die anytime soon. And really nothing happened there except everybody died. No towers were taken. Really nothing happened. Leshrek's going to go mid now. He actually has a chance to take down this tower pretty quickly. There's no one really in any sort of position to defend it. It'll go down to about half health, and yeah, there's a glyph, though. He's going to have to back off. Here comes Shadow Shaman. Hopefully he'll stay alive long enough to hit level 10. If we're lucky here. He has nothing. He has the bare boots. 33 minutes. He is not having a fun game. 1 in 10. I think he's about registering for a Milk Feed award right now. He has the kill. He does have a kill. He got that kill on the Bounty Hunter earlier in the game, which was kind of Bounty Hunter's fault. He's like, yeah, I can go on this guy. Hey, dude, he's got a 300 damage nuke and you've got 100 health. But anyway, we will see. Okay, so Aegis has been used, and they really weren't able to crack the defense. And this is because you've got some pretty... Your anti-mage is pretty farmed. He's got 1,000. He's got 1,000 gold in the bank. He's got his BKB. I don't know why he built BKB. I still don't agree with this choice. I'm not going to argue though. If it's what he wants to build, it's what he wants to build. It does stop the static storm, yeah, but I mean, it still doesn't. I mean, I understand that it allows him to get past the static storm, but it's only like for 40 seconds. And if Disruptor's intelligent, he'll just wait until after... Okay, so we see Lifer coming in the back here, getting hexed up. He's in some trouble. There's your ultimate coming from the Shadow Shaman, but here comes the rest of the Dire team. And there goes your Shadow Shaman again. Lifer, however, will get entangled. He will die. Here comes an Ice Path, picking everyone up. Anti-Mage blinks into the Ice Path. Not the best idea. He'll pop a BKB. Going in on the supports. He will be able to do a lot of damage here. And with the Bounty Hunter down, there's not as much damage from this Dire team. He does have that Desolator, so he's quite able to do damage. He's just not... Didn't stay alive long enough. Got entangled. It was kind of unlucky. We thought he could go in from the back. I think someone had a... Does someone have a gem? I don't think there's a gem. No, there's no gem. And there is. There is a gem. Bear has a gem. Alright, so that was what happened to him. I don't think they expected the gem. But alright, so the push is going the other way now. This game is so intense right now. Even though the Dire team are up by a ton of kills and like 10,000 gold, they are not ahead. Because, unfortunately, this Weaver does not have the right-click damage to really be the kind of carry you want a Weaver to be. And Bounty Hunter is not surviving enough in the team fights to really stay in and do a ton of damage. He's not being able to out-carry this anti-mage or this lone druid. Because this bear is just doing so much damage. He's only... Look, this lone druid doesn't have that much farm. He really doesn't. All he's got is the Vlads, which, by the way, is really helping out the anti-mage. And he's got a flat Maelstrom. Has not even finished Hyperstone for his bear. Every bear wants a Hyperstone. Alright, we're going to see a big engagement here. Immediately, this bear's going to get caught out. If that bear dies, that's going to be bad. I think the cooldown... Nope, he's got cooldown. Never mind. I heard someone turn into a chicken. I think it is the... Alright, Weaver's going to pick out Shadow Shaman immediately. I'm so sorry, Shadow Shaman. Going to see tons. Static Storms gets dropped, catches a bunch of people. Bounty Hunter's going to kill Rubik. Bear's getting chased away. Chen has no health, looking for one last right click from Weaver. That will get it. Rubik somehow just got a kill on Jakiro after he was dead. I don't understand this. However, there's 3 support heroes dead. Liper is still alive. Bear bought back, I think. No, I don't think. He may not have died. He got sent back. That's right. Chen sent him back. And so there's 2 carries versus 2 carries, basically. This is the game right now. And that bear is scary. Even 37 minutes into the game, that bear is still pretty scary. Still doing a really good job of holding down this bounty hunter, even through the BKB. Now keep in mind that the Creequilibrium has this entire time been on the Radiant side. Until that short-lived push that the Radiant tried, there was just... the entire creep waves were pushed completely out against the Radiant. Alright, so there's going to be a Hex down against... Alright, that's not going to go well for Weaver. He's going to jump back and Viz out, and he'll be fine. He's just too survivable. Not able to catch him. In fact, Liper's going to come back up to the top lane. He's got 1,500 gold on himself. I would like to see a butterfly on him. That would really help him out. Allow him to survive longer against this bear and against the anti-mage. I would guess that would be his next item. It would also up his DPS and his attack speed. I mean, it's just a great item. Who doesn't love a butterfly? I want butterfly. Man, if I could have a butterfly. He's going to find himself a regen rune. That's awesome. Refill his bottle. Get him back up to full health. Roshan will not be up yet. There's another 3 minutes on that. Just going in to check it out. Notjack continuing his farm. He's going to get an MKB, I think, in the near future. Yeah, he's going to get that MKB up. And then his DPS is going to be massive. Does not have the Radiance, so he's not doing as much magical teamfight DPS. I don't really think he needs it. He's able to push with the items that he has. He's really just doing enough damage. Oh man, Liper's getting caught out. He's going to have to BKB to get away. Oh, there's your kinetic field. That will allow Liper to get away just fine. Excellent kinetic field. Great play from the supports here on both sides. He will get spell stolen though. Rubik will come up with a track. That's great. Track is an excellent item for this Rubik to have picked up. Will give them some extra gold. Allow them to... I mean, it's a little late in the game to be picking up the track gold, but hey, it's always nice, right? No one minds extra gold. I just heard a kinetic field. Where did I hear that from? Why did I hear a kinetic field? What was this? Whatever. I'm not gonna ask questions. I don't know. Why ask me? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's just kinetic field to creeps, guys. It doesn't matter. It's got a low cooldown. Whatever. All right. Anti-Mage is split pushing here. He's actually done. This is the first time I've actually seen him split push. He's gonna blink, TP out. We will see Roshan another minute. Looks like the Dire squad will be waiting for that and trying to keep the lanes pushed out as much as possible. They've been doing a really good job of keeping these lanes pushed. And it's partially because this Bounty Hunter and this Weaver are just unkillable. They really have not. They've not been. Weaver's 10-2. He's died twice, and it's both been in team fights. Liper also. He died once because he was doing something stupid. But he's got 16 kills, man. In fact, I think Weaver and Bounty Hunter, between them, have 26 out of 32 kills. Like, these guys are doing amazingly well. And it's really working out for this team. Bounty Hunter has a double damage room. That could be scary. He can probably one-shot. It's not as if he couldn't one-shot Shadow Shaman to begin with. He can probably one-shot the Rubik now if he gets a lucky crit. It's not even lucky. It's an automatic crit. All he has to do is attack, really. If he attacks to Rubik. Track goes down, actually. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to walk straight in, but he's going to get entangled right away. BKB's popped all over the place. Kinetic Field goes down. Static Storm not dropped yet. Going to wait until the Static Storm... Viper's going to fall immediately. Rubik picking him off. Not what he wanted. Your Leshrac goes forward, trying to do some damage in the team fight, but I don't think they're going to be able to continue this push after the Bounty Hunter died. There's the Static there's a kinetic field keeping people from chasing. Chase will not go off, but I mean, that's not what you want. That bounty hunter was playing way too aggressively under the tower. You're visible under the tower, dude! Newsflash. Alright. Weaver's going to stick around, just do some damage, I guess. No, he's just going to check people out. The unfortunate part about having your bounty hunter dead for 50 seconds, granted, I think he's got buyback, but this Roche could go badly right now. Anti-mage is for... Oh, no, he's going to get brought back, glimpse, but there's no stuns to hold him there. That is the one thing I find that I think an Orchid would be great on somebody. Weaver is a great holder for an Orchid. Gives him some... Allows him... I guess he doesn't need any more mana than he already has to spam Shikuchi, but it would be really nice. Kinetic field around Roshan. This is new. I have not seen this before. I wonder if that actually works. I think it... That's cute. That's cute, Disruptor. You get brownie points for that. Shout out to BB Molo for being the coolest Disruptor player I've ever seen. It does not look like the bounty hunter will have to buy back. He'll be up in 6 seconds. There goes your... Oh, man. Shadow Shaman just dies immediately. Anti-Mage blinks out, though. Picks off the Leshrac. Tons of damage coming from him. Silence from the Disruptor, picking people off. Your Weaver's going to get held down, dropped. His Wicked 6 streak is over. And this Anti-Mage, he's just getting so farmed, man. He's picking it back up. He had a terrible early game. At 10 minutes, I think he had like 15 creeps, but he's definitely picked this back up. Now Bounty Hunter goes in, gets picked off. This bear, mind you, still has the gem. Now you've got an Aegis on your Anti-Mage, and even though the Radiant, I think they're still down, like wrong button. They're still down 8,000 gold, but they're coming back, and they're coming back angrily. They've completely caught up in terms of experience, and they're just going to mow through these towers now. I believe your bear has a Hyperstone now. No, he doesn't have an Hyperstone. Why put a Hyperstone on your bear? Your bear doesn't need a Hyperstone. It's going to be as much counter push as we can get here, but I think this Rax is down. Your Bounty Hunter's dead for 40 seconds. He bought something. I don't know what he... Oh, he bought BOTs. Okay, so he bought his BOTs. Doesn't have buyback. Weaver's down for another 30. Your Glyph has not been used yet, so they do still have the Glyph. There it'll get popped, but there's the ult, but as soon as the ult gets popped, Anti-Mage just blinks in, goes on somebody. I just heard his ult, but no one's going to die. Tower's going to fall. Lone Druid right-clicking like a bouse. There goes your Rax, and I really think FMR are just going to pull ahead at this point. Your Bounty Hunter and your Weaver did great early game, but they just have not been able to do enough work in the team fights. This Anti-Mage is just too much, and the Lone Druid also just... That Entangle has been so critical. Even without massive farm, he's just a really strong hero. Really proving himself here in this game. Bounty Hunter has gone ahead and TP down to the bottom lane. It looks like he's going to try and pick off this... tower's already picked off. He's just going to try and push out. He's not going to be able to Rax at all. He's just... Oh, okay, he's just looking for kills. I'm going to follow him. Let's go ahead. Follow the Bounty Hunter. See what he's up to. See if we can find a Chen in the jungle. That'd be pretty entertaining. It's like Chen candy. It's not even like a meal, it's just like a little morsel of candy. So he's going to go in on the Anti-Mage, just right-click him and split. I don't think this is going to work out for him. I think he needs to run away. Yeah, GTFO. That Anti-Mage is a little too big for you, bro. Back off. He's like, well, shit. Never that plan. But here comes Weaver, actually. That could go the other way pretty quickly. And with just those two heroes, the rest of the Dire Squad are roaming down. They do still... It's not like RRC are out of it by any means. They still have an 8,000 gold lead? No. They have a 0 gold lead. That gold lead went from... I can't do hand signals. That's not going to work, is it? Their lead went from like a 10 to like a 0. And by 10 I mean 10,000, and by 0 I mean 0. So... We'll get back into it. I mean, Weaver's a hard carry. Weaver's strong. If he can pick up a heart here, if he gets that much gold, maybe he doesn't need a crit. Can't pick up a... I don't know. I could see like a Mjolnir on him. That would be pretty cool. A butterfly would be pretty cool. A heart would be pretty cool. He is going for a heart. He's got the Vit booster. Duh. Whatever. Alright, that's cool. And so it looks like Dire just going to farm. I don't know if this is the best option. Oh, Smoke Ink from the FMR. This is pretty ballsy from them. They're going to come around this way. This is Sentry Ward. Oh, well, there goes your Smoke Ink. Never mind. Pings are going to be pings. No, there will not be pings. Oh, they see the Sentry Ward. They will take that out. But the pings go. They know they're there. Oh, there goes your smoke gank. That was a really expensive dewarding there with the smoke and stuff. I don't know. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. Alright, update on Shadow Shaman. He is now level 11 and has 2 bracers. And he upgraded his boots. He's no longer eligible for a Milk Feed Award. He is, however, still eligible for a feeding award in general. 1 in 13. He has 10 assists though, and he has been doing. I mean, I'm not saying that G is a bad player at all. Please don't take it that way. This is merely making fun. This is just a little bit of play. It just happens to support players. As a support player myself, I understand this. There goes your glimpse. Glimpse back into a kinetic field, but here comes your anti-mage. He's big, he's bad, he's hungry. He's going to pick apart your support heroes. Blinks in. He will pick off this support hero. Here comes your static storm, not catching anybody. Anti-mage will get stunned up though. He's low. He could fall. No, he's got a. Who am I kidding? He's an Aegis. Tons of stuff going on here all over. This team fight is so spread out. Liper's running away. He's got a gem. He's going to try and TP out, but he's going to picked up. Rupik is going to pick him off. Leshrac is going to fall here to the anti-mage. He will go down. Disruptor's down. Weaver and Jakiro are the only ones left alive. Jakiro ran away. Weaver is RTFA. He has Orb of Venom on him. He's Shikuchiing. I think he'll make it out just fine. He's pretty survivable. I don't think they'll catch him. In fact, they're probably wasting time trying to chase him. I think they should just go push and try and get a second Rax. Nope, they're just going to keep chasing. Alright, that's fine. Weaver's like, I can do this all day, guys. Let's go. Waste your time, man. Don't Rax. You don't need to Rax. And here's Blue. It's like, guys, we can take a Rax, guys. And they're like, no, I got to chase this Weaver, man. Got to get this Weaver kill. Whatever. No big deal. Besides, G can push this by himself. He's got a big bad level 2 Mass Serpent Ward at 48 minutes. He can take these towers. He can take this Rax. Bounty Hunter will be up in 30 seconds. I'm not sure that FMR will be able to take the Rax. This also, either Anti-Mage did die or he Aegis timed out. Aegis timed out. Alright, Chen gets an Ag. Alright, any other important items? Here comes your Serpent Wards. Weaver's gonna go aggressive here. He's fine. He can just go in, back right back out. Doesn't matter. Just gonna come drop your Shadow Shaman there. Oh, Shadow Shaman. Nope. I am so sorry. I feel so bad. Even with the bracers, this guy, I feel so bad for G. When I post this game, I'm gonna comment like, I'm so sorry. He has just had the worst time this game. With Shadow Shaman dead, the Rabid Raccoons are going to go on the offensive now. They're going to go ahead and try to get some pushing done. They did not lose a Rax this time. Oh, they see Baroya here in the jungle, but he's just going to TP out. No big problem. They'd have been able to pick him off. I mean, he's tanky as... He's got a Ghost Scepter. I don't really understand this. He finally gave his bear a Hyperstone. This bear is like, yay, I get a Hyperstone. Finally. I really think he needed that Hyperstone a lot earlier. We're also seeing a Plate Mail. Looks like he will be going for an AC as well as his Mjolnir. That is all of the attack speed. And this game, man. Alright, we see an Invis Rune between a Weaver and a Bounty Hunter. You definitely don't need an Invis Rune, but I guess they'll take it. Yeah, Weaver's just going to take it. This means I don't need to Shikuchi now. Oh, he Shikuchis anyway. It's like, I'm double Invis, guys! Now you need 2 gems. Yeah. No, it didn't disable... by the way, the Shikuchi did not disable the Invis. I'm having difficulties here because I'm having someone commenting on my commentary in the background who you can't hear. And so... it's not really working because I've got all these... Alright, so we're going to see a double damage Weaver going against an Anti-Mage. This is not the fight that Anti-Mage wants to take, especially not now that Bounty Hunter's here. He's going to have to blink away. Yeah. Now, if Weaver had the Orchid that I said he should get, that would have been a kill right there. Because he would have silenced the Anti-Mage, then he would have been slowed also by the Bounty Hunter, and he would have just died pretty quickly. But that's not what happens. So anyways, we're moving into the late game here. Not just the late game, the late game. We're seeing, whereas before Rabid Raccoons was able to keep these lanes out pushed very far, almost to like these marks here, almost all the time, Anti-Mage is going to kill Weaver, no big deal. Weaver buys back. The Equilibrium has been pushed completely the opposite directions, so that you're seeing creeps here, here, in here all the time. And what that means is that your Dire, and since I would say teams are pretty much equal in terms of carry potential, keeping the creeps pushed out is preventing the enemy carries from really doing anything. They cannot go very far out from their base. Can't really do anything at all. We're going to see the Weaver and the Bounty Hunter coming in here. Anti-Mage is on the other side of the map. Oh man, if this bear goes down, that could be huge. He will fall definitely here. He's got no chance of survival. He's running for it. He's got the move speed, but he's tracked up. He will fall. Leshrac will get that kill. That's big. Your bear is dead. Now, in the meantime, your Anti-Mage is pushing your racks. TPs are going back. Here comes Leshrac. Tons of TPs. The tower will fall, though. You've got a naked Rax on this side. But your Lone Druid, who level 22 Lone Druid is dead for a solid full minute. During this period of time, you've got Bounty Hunter and Weaver pushing out as fast as they possibly can. Did Weaver pick up an item? No, he bought back. That's why he has no gold. Liper also did not pick up an item. He did pick up the gem, though. So, he also got a bottle in invisibility room. No big deal. Roche is not up yet. He's got a minute left on that. So, they will probably go for Roche. I imagine the next fight will be over Roche. Weaver, after winning that fight, and it's like not really a fight, right? It was just a gank. But this late in the game, anything that happens where... Oh, wow. Leshrac buys a Blink Dagger. That's cute. I'm okay with this. This is a great idea. Does he have he already had a BKB, right? No, he didn't have a BKB. No BKB, but he's got a... Whatever, I'm just not going to ask questions. I guess he doesn't really need the BKB that much. There's, other than the Shadow Shaman, there's not that much lockdown. Anyway, Liper. After having the gem, it looks like he is going to go for a Butterfly. If he picks that up, should be pretty good. Allow him to dodge a lot of the right clicks from the bear, the anti-mage, all that fun stuff. I think I said that before. Anyway, next fight's probably going to be over the Roche pit, but because Lone Druid was dead, all the lanes are for the most part pushed out by the Dire. They will be able to pick up this Aegis, put it on the Weaver, because at this point in the game, I do think he is a little bit more damage, does a little bit more damage, and is a little bit more important. But your Liper gets the cheese, so this is all pretty good. Now, your anti-mage is pushing into your base at the top. He's got a Heart, he's got a Battle Fury, he's got a Manta, and a BKB. Probably get a... He's farmed as heck. I would like to see a Basher on him and not a Butterfly. I mean, both of the items would be good, but since Weaver already has an MKB, there's no point in really getting the Butterfly. I would much prefer he went for the Basher Abyssal Blade, because it'll go through a bunch of BKBs on the Dire team. Well, actually, only the one. I assumed Leshrac was going to get one, but, you know, I guess Anime Sex God knows more about Leshrac builds than I do. I'll let him do it, if that's what he wants to do. Yeah. Alright, we will see. So, Dire just trying to keep lanes pushed out now. They can't let the lanes get pushed too far. We see a double damage rune. Oh no, that will probably get picked up by the Radiant. Lone Druid is coming to pick that one up right now. I assume that's going to be... Oh no, Liper's going to come in. He's invis. He may get this rune. No, it's going to get denied by the bear. Alright. There's actually big plays here. That bear gets picked up. That could be pretty bad, but no, everyone's here. Except for the Rubik, but he's not too important at this point in the game. He's got all he is really is a stun and some damage reduction. Nothing really much going on there. Gem is gonna get dropped and destroyed. Bounty Hunter says enough with this shit. And we're just gonna see just some anti-mage illusions, burning mana. You know, no big deal. And those are pretty freaking tanky illusions, man. Those illusions are way too OP. It took made Leshrac and Shakira down to 3/4 health, and they're just illusions. Oh boy. Alright, Weaver so yeah, I mean, it really is just... RRC are continuing to be aggressive, and I think they have to be, because they will not win in the super ultra 70-minute late game. Your Lone Druid and your Anti-Mage are going to win this out. Weaver is a very strong carry. Bounty Hunter not quite so much. He's really... His BKB charges have been pretty much used up. He's only got a 5-second BKB. He's got the Desolator, which is cute, but he bought something. What did he buy? Oh no, he's buying an AC. Alright, more minus armor. That's good. That'll up his damage, give him some physical survivability, well, some attack speed for his whole team. That's definitely a worthwhile item. We were being very aggressive here, and he can be. He's got the Lincoln. He's got the ultimate. He's fine. Viper backs up to defend. He's fine with this. He's farming. It will get him his AC very quickly. Yeah, AC is finished. It's headed to him right now. And I really think this is the point where... Okay, they've got the Aegis. Alright, pushing mid. Got it. Because I really think that the Dire has to be aggressive now. That, like I said, they will not win out the 70-minute late game. Just because, I mean, Lone Druid gets 12 item slots, man. That's not fair. He's got another gem, by the way. Another gem. Assault Cuirass on the Bear, along with the Maelstrom. Possibly going to upgrade that to a Mjolnir at some point, I'm betting. So, Dire's good. And then you've got your Anti-Mage, who's got a Heart. He's got a Basher. He does go for the Basher. Alright, I approve of this message. I think that's the right item to go through. More going through BKB is good. This tower is going to fall. It has not long for life. I don't think Leshrac should have even used his Edict. He should just save the cooldown so they could go straight into taking this tower. Viper's going to go straight uphill, not afraid. Weaver should be up there with him, yeah. Here comes the Bear trying to come in and get an entangle on the Bounty Hunter. He's got to back off. He's been... Oh no, but Anti-Mage blinks in, immediately picks off the Jakiro. Static Storm going though. Viper falls also. 2 kills on the Anti-Mage so far, and this is not what you need to be happening for the Dire squad. Bounty Hunter didn't even get to use his cheese, man. He just died way too quickly. You're running... You got the C and Viz coming from the Bear, so this Weaver is not nearly as able of getting away as he was. He's going to fall. He's got an Aegis, so he will be able to possibly get out here. He's not got his ultimate, though. He's got another 15 seconds cooldown on that. Yeah, he's gone. Killed twice. This might be game right here. Here goes the Hand of God. Everyone's healed back up, and skip the creep wave even. Don't even stop for the creep wave, guys. Go straight for... I guess they're not really in that much of a hurry. They've got the late game. They've proven that they can take these team fights now. Question is, does your Weaver have buyback? It looks like Weaver does. Yeah, Weaver has buyback. Does your Bounty Hunter? No. Bounty Hunter does not. He's got another 30 seconds in the can. And in this period of time, you're going to lose your Disruptor, probably your whole team, to this Anti-Mage, who's just, at this point, way the hell too farmed. He's got the Abysmal Blade. And, I mean... He's just shutting down everyone. Even after the nerf to him, he just was not able to do anything. Weaver gets annihilated in a second. This is game. Sluna's going to get picked off here. Here come your towers. It's over. GG is called. Well played, and definitely well played to both teams. This was a very exciting game from start to finish. Brilliant play from your Bounty Hunter and your Weaver all the way through the game. Excellent job from both supporting squads. Very well carried on your Radiant team. So yeah. Thanks for catching this, guys. This was your Game 1. 2 more games coming your way. FMR takes Game 1, but it definitely looks like RRC will very much be able to come back in Game 2. So we could definitely see an exciting series here. So stay tuned. I will start streaming the second game as soon as it's up. Probably take a couple-minute break for the players' sake and for the sake of my voice, which definitely needs some water. So thanks for watching, guys. Kingdom is out.